Hello students. APEMSET counseling begins after the declaration of the result. APSCHE, which is the examination conducting authority of APEMSET, conducts one or multiple rounds of counseling for admission. The counseling and seat allotment procedure for BTech, B Pharma and Agriculture admission will be done on the basis of the merit and preference of the candidates. The APEMSET counseling process is completely web-based, and one of the new additions in the web-based counseling process is the automatic syncing of the candidates' documents. APEMSET counseling is conducted to fill BTech, B Pharma, BSc Agriculture, Bachelors in Fisheries and Horticulture seats in Andhra Pradesh. In order to participate in the APEMSET counseling, the qualified candidates will have to pay the counseling fees online and also submit their documents for verification. In today's video, we'll discuss the different aspects of APEMSET counseling process such as dates, process, steps, documents, reservation, etc. So let's begin. If you are looking for APEMSET counseling dates, you can check the video description where you can find the link that has the complete schedule for APEMSET counseling dates. Now let us look at stepwise APEMSET counseling process. After qualifying for APEMSET, the candidates will have to participate in the counseling process. The complete awareness of the APEMSET counseling is mandatory for the qualifiers so that they do not face any difficulty during the counseling process. The very first step is registration. The candidates will have to visit the official website of APEMSET. APSCHE has created a separate website for APEMSET counseling, and the candidates will have to visit the official website to complete their registration process. For APEMSET, the qualified candidates must report to any of the helpline centers according to the prescribed schedule along with APEMSET counseling fee. The next step is verification of certificates. Candidates need to submit their certificates and registration cum verification form to the verification officer. It is advisable for the candidates to verify all the details printed on the receipt of the certificates and also affix the signature and collect the same from the Chief Verification Officer. Candidates must remember that the certificate submitted must be correct and in the order prescribed by the concerned authority. The ones not following the prescribed norms will face a delayed process as they will be asked to rearrange the documents as has been defined. It is also important to submit the right documents and do not indulge in fake or wrong documents which might lead to the cancellation of the candidature. The candidates will have to go for online certificate verification also, for which they have to register on the official website of APEMSET, and then they will see a statement that indicates candidate is eligible for exercising options. Such candidates need not visit the helpline center for certificate verification. The certificates of these candidates will be verified online and the candidates can directly proceed with web options on the stipulated dates. If the student are going for offline verification after registering on the APEMSET counseling website, the candidates will see the statement that indicates candidate is not eligible for exercising options. Such candidates will have to visit the nearest helpline center for document verification, and the facility to exercise option will open only after the certificates of concerned candidates are verified. That means after registering on APEMSET counseling website, if you get a statement that you are eligible for exercising options, you will go for online certificate verification, and if you get the statement you are not eligible for exercising options, then you'll have to go to offline certificate verification. The next step is choice filling. The candidates will have to fill the choices of their courses and colleges according to their preferences after the document verification process is over. To proceed further, the candidates will have to enter their choices online by visiting the official website and logging into their account. After filling the preferred choices, the candidates will have to lock their filled choices and take a print copy for the users. It is also important for the candidates to clearly choose and fill their choices, because after the submission of the form, no further changes will be allowed. If you have logged the choices, you cannot make any changes to the choices. The next step is AP EAMCET seat allotment process, which will be done by the admission authority of AP EAMCET. The seat allotment will be done on the basis of candidates category, merit, gender, local area, special reservation and other factors. For seat allotment purposes, the candidates will have to download their allotment letter by logging into their account. The seat allotment will be done after the completion of counselling process rounds. With the completion of each round, a list of allotment will be declared for the candidates. As each seat allotment list gets declared, a separate list consisting the total number of seats that is left, the number of seats that has been occupied and the total number of seats reported will be declared also. A list with the name of participating institutions and the place of institutions will also be released by the examination authority. The last step is to report at the allotted centers. After the seat allotment procedure is over, the qualified candidates will have to report to the allocated center for their seat confirmation. It also to be noted that if candidate fails to report at the allotted center, then his or her seat will be cancelled and the candidate will have no claim for further allotment of seats. After the closure of the final reporting, no candidate will be entertained for claiming the seats. Now that we are versed with the step-by-step counselling process, let us look at what is the counselling fee for AP EAMCET. The counselling fee is divided into two categories. The very first is SC and ST category and second is OC and BC category. For SC and ST category, the application fee for counselling is 600, while for OC and BC category, the application fee is 1200. Now let us look at what are the different documents that the candidates will have to submit at the time of verification of the certificates. The candidates will have to bring all these documents in original along with 2 photocopies set. Okay, these documents include AP EAMCET rank card of current year, AP EAMCET hall ticket of current year, memorandum of marks that is inter or its equivalent, proof of date of birth which can be proved by SSC or equivalent memo, transfer certificate, study certificate from class 6 to intermediate, EWS certificate valid for the current year from Me Seva for OC candidates who want to claim reservation under the EWS category, residence certificate for preceding 7 years of the qualifying examination that is inter or its equivalent in respect of private candidates, Andhra Pradesh residence certificate of father or mother for a period of 10 years, which must exclude the period of employment outside Andhra Pradesh from Tehsildar in respect of non-local candidates. Integrated community certificate in case of BC, ST or SC candidates that must be issued by the competent authority. Income certificate of parents from all sources or white ration card for the candidate, which must have the candidate name and either of the parents' name for those who claim tuition fee reimbursement. Local state certificate if applicable, that is a candidate who migrates to any part of the Andhra Pradesh from any other state of Telangana shall be regarded as the local candidate in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Now let us look at the seat reservation for AP EAMCET. The AP EAMCET seat reservation will be based on the reservation policy as prescribed by the Government of India and the examination conducting authority of AP EAMCET. The participating colleges of AP EAMCET might also come up with separate reservation norms defined for a selective group of candidates. This will ensure that a certain percentage of the total seats are reserved for the candidates falling under the reserved categories. Counselling of such applicants might also take place separately, considering the eligibility requirement defined by the concerned authority. With the reservation policy, there will be an equal stand for candidates belonging to every section of the society. Reservation is not only given to the candidates of deprived sections, but it is also given on the basis of the gender of the aspirants. Applicants will get equal opportunity to learn and gain knowledge to become a professional of their choice. Almost every institution follows the reservation criteria and gives admission to the candidates failing under the reserved categories. If we talk about AP-EAMCET reservation policy, 18.1% seats are reserved for SC category candidates, 7.2 seats are reserved for ST candidates, 34.9% seats are reserved for OBC candidates, and 39.8% seats are reserved for women candidates. That's all for today. Thank you. We hope that the above analysis helped you in getting an idea of AP-EAMCET counseling process. If you still have any queries, you can ask me the same through the provided link. You can also go through the video description for other related articles for AP-EAMCET counseling process. For more updates on AP-EAMCET and other exams, stay tuned to College Dekho.
If you like this video, do like, share, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel.